Hey everyone, it's Final Round, and my name is Jordan, and the hot streak has come to a halt with the 12-game slate. We have 4 games for Tuesday. I will do a rundown through those games, and then I'll put my picks in the pinned comments. So I'm going to jump right into this. You will see images that come up on the screen right here. That's from a data app called Outlier. There'll be a link in the description for a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So this slate is going to have a lot of blowout potential games. The Nets will be on a back-to-back at the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are 17.5-point favorites. The Nets, they did not have Cam Thomas on Monday. We'll see if he's able to suit up for Tuesday. The Cavaliers have no injuries. Nets are 2-8 in the last 10 and 4-6 against the spread, and the Cavaliers are 10-0 and 7-3 against the spread. As far as pace goes, the Nets are 28th fastest and the Cavs the 13th fastest, so not a too fast pace of a game. This obviously has extremely high blowout potential. I would suggest go with some first half props or think about some unders for the team that you think is going to get blown out. A guy who has a good matchup is Jared Allen. The Nets give up the 7th most rebounds to the center position. In a game on February 20th, he had 20 rebounds against them in 25 minutes. And a side note, Evan Mobley, who plays the center position, he'll rotate with Jared Allen. He had 13 rebounds in that game as well. This next game is going to be the Wizards, also on a back-to-back at the Pistons. Pistons are 13.5-point favorites. Obviously, another high blowout potential game. Wizards did not have Chris Middleton, Rashad Holmes, Marcus Smart on Monday, and the Pistons have no new significant injuries. The Wizards on Monday completely just gave up. It wasn't even much of a blowout. They could have made a comeback, but they are obviously tanking, and they did not play their main starters there in the fourth quarter. So this one could be ugly as well. Wizards are 4-5 out of the break and 4-5 against the spread, and the Pistons are 7-3 out of the break and 8-2 against the spread. They played one game this year, and the Pistons did win by 20 points, 124-104. The Wizards are playing at the 10th fastest pace, and the Pistons now take the crown for the fastest pace over the past month. A guy to look out for will be Jalen Durant. The Wizards give up the 4th most points to the center position and the 2nd most rebounds. And he's had a double-double in 5 straight games versus the Wizards. If you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You just put the number 1. That helps get this video out there for more people to see. And since this is a quick slate and just a quick video, I'm going to hop into the next game. Next game is the Clippers at the Pelicans. Clippers are 6-point favorites. Clippers will be without Norman Powell and Ben Simmons, and the Pelicans will have Kelly Olynyk out for resting. Clippers are 4-6 in the last 10 and 2-8 against the spread, and the Pelicans are 4-6 and 4-6 against the spread. Clippers 26th fastest pace, the Pelicans the 19th fastest. Guy to look out for is going to be James Harden. The Pelicans give up the most rebounds to the point guard position and the 6th most assists. At the center position for the Clippers, Zubac. The Pelicans give up the 6th most points, the 3rd most rebounds, and the 3rd most assists. Usually when he has a really good assist matchup, his assist line is really low, and he does pretty well. And this final game is going to be the Bucks versus the Pacers. The Pacers will be on a back-to-back. They just got blown out by the Bulls. The Bucks will be 3.5-point favorites. Bucks, Giannis, and Dame are probable, and for the Pacers, Halliburton was out on Monday. We'll see if he is questionable again. Bucks are 7-3 out of the break and 7-3 against the spread, and the Pacers are 5-5 and 5-5 against the spread. The Bucks play at the 8th fastest pace, and the Pacers the 17th fastest. Obviously, a good matchup here is going to be Giannis. The Pacers give up the 14th most points to the power forward position and the 3rd most rebounds to the power forward position. And then on the other side of things, the one matchup I found, if he plays, and he had a great game against them earlier this year, is Tyrese Halliburton. They give up the 8th most points to the point guard position and the 9th most rebounds. The Bucks give up a decent amount of rebounds if you can find a good rebounds line for a Pacers player. So that's a quick rundown. If you would like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there and talk about any sport, and that is free. And then as far as a recap goes, this was a dark day. I got really excited because I spent hours putting in time for a 12-game slate. So I put in way more picks than I normally do, and I will never do that again. I'm usually more calculated and take specific picks, and maybe like ladder those ones up or do alt line type stuff. But we are in the dark days where tanking teams do not care anymore. So gonna have to look at a lot more unders. So I had Jordan Poole for points, Scotty Barnes for points. Poole did not play in the fourth quarter, even though the game was relatively in reach. Scotty Barnes barely played in the fourth quarter. Both those teams are tanking. Josh Giddey did not play in the fourth quarter. They had a nice lead. And then Aaron Naismith for the Pacers did not play in the fourth quarter. I think they were looking ahead towards this Bucks game, so they just decided to sit all their starters. So pretty much everyone on the Pacers chalked. And then I had Kyle Filipowski for points, but I've now learned, do not take any Jazz players until you know absolutely who is playing. They had John Collins as one of their guys who had been just sitting routinely for whatever minimal injury, and out of nowhere he comes and he plays. He takes 30 shots from the power forward position. And Kyle Filipowski is a second thought after that. He didn't get the chances like he was getting before. He was averaging 20 points a game over the last 5 games. John Collins comes in, takes 30 shots from the power forward position. Absolutely no shot. And then the ones where I actually had competitive games and the guys went down to the wire and they hooked was Miles Bridges, rebounds, assist, and Michael Porter Jr., rebounds, assist. And then the ones that have hit so far was Jalen Williams, assist. He actually hit his assist and then he got injured. And then I had Kevin Durant over points plus rebounds. The Suns showed that they really want to win. Kevin Durant played a lot of minutes. He played the entire third quarter and then into the fourth quarter. He played trying to get a win against Memphis. So we're really going to have to start looking at teams and where they are in the standings, if they're going to care or not. I usually have to do this with like 2 weeks left in the season, but we are a little over a month away. And then as far as Zach LaVine and Josh Hart go, that game is still going on. But with the next large slate, I'm going to be more calculated and not go super crazy with overs. We're going to have to take a look at the standings, and I will begin to start to point that out. It's just with this 4-game slate, we have a lot of teams on back-to-backs, high blowout potential. This one could be ugly as well. So I would just say be careful at this point in the season. A lot of teams just want a higher draft pick. So I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you. God bless you all. It's Final Round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.